Inside a workshop, a worker makes a final adjustment to the large vat. In a blinding flash, a massive explosion erupts, engulfing everything in a devastating fireball. Debris is violently hurled across the room. A horrifying reminder to always verify material compatibility and follow every safety protocol. Your awareness is your best protection. A factory worker cleans beneath a mixing machine, unaware of the danger. A colleague leans against the controls, and in a heartbeat, the heavy steel arm activates, descending with immense force and pinning her to the floor. Panic erupts as they try to lift it. A terrifying reminder: always de-energize machinery before any service or cleaning. In an industrial yard, one worker senses the danger and sprints away. His colleague has no time to react as a massive crane section topples over, pinning him in an instant. A horrifying reminder: always maintain a clear safety perimeter around any unsecured heavy load. Your position could be the difference between safety and catastrophe. In a cramped alley, a worker assists an excavator from inside the trench. The machine pushes against the wall's base, and in a violent instant, it shatters. A wave of brick and dust explodes inward, burying him completely. A horrific reminder that no one should ever be in a trench during active excavation. The collapse zone is unforgiving. In this workshop, one touch ignites a terrifying ordeal. A man grabs a metal shelf, and a massive electric current seizes him. His body convulses violently, his hand fused to the source. A frantic rescue begins as co-workers pull with all their might, but the powerful shock won't let go. Never touch a victim directly. Cut the power source first. Inside the factory, a worker reaches deep into the machine's core. Without warning, the gears roar to life. In one violent, lightning-fast motion, he is pulled inside, vanishing completely. A terrifying lesson in machine safety. Lockout, tagout procedures are not optional. Always de-energize before you approach. Your well-being depends on it. In the loading bay, an operator makes a sharp turn. But with the mast fully extended, the stacker's center of gravity is dangerously high. The machine topples in an instant, its heavy steel mast crashing down, pinning him to the concrete. Never travel with a raised mast. Keeping your center of gravity low is critical for stability and avoiding a devastating tip-over. In an industrial laundry, a worker leans over the powerful machine. In a horrifying instant, his clothing is snagged. He is violently pulled into the rollers with unstoppable force, his body disappearing into the mechanism in seconds. This is a brutal reminder. Respect the machine. Always ensure safety guards are in place, and never wear loose items near moving parts. In the repair shop, a mechanic gives the descending car a slight push. In a violent instant, the vehicle's balance shatters. It pitches forward, plunging from the lift arms and smashing onto the concrete below, as the crew scrambles away from the collapsing machinery. A terrifying reminder: never apply force to a vehicle until it is securely on the ground. A quiet night shatters. A couple steps onto their porch, drawn by an eerie purple sky. Without warning, a massive explosion rocks their home, ripping a light fixture from the ceiling as the camera shakes violently. As a deep rumble fills the air, they realize the danger. In an unfolding emergency where the cause is unknown, don't wait for answers. Your instinct to flee could be your only guide. In a factory, a worker makes a simple, casual gesture. He touches a massive, spinning paper roll. In a horrifying split second, The machine's immense torque pulls him in, trapping him entirely between the powerful rollers. A single touch is all it takes. Always respect the danger zone around active machinery. Your safety depends on it. A butcher is sitting at his counter when, without warning, the payment device violently explodes. The concussive blast throws him from his chair as a thick, white cloud instantly engulfs the area, debris flying through the air. He is completely lost in the smoke. Always use certified chargers for your electronics and immediately replace any device with a swelling battery. On wet pavement, a man pushes a top-heavy stacker. He loses control. In a heart-stopping moment, the massive machine tips, crashing down and trapping him completely beneath its immense weight. A terrifying lesson in physics. Always know your equipment's center of gravity and use a proper team lift for unstable loads. On the factory floor, a routine jam. He decides to bypass the safety lockout for a quick fix, reaching deep into the machine's moving parts. In a split second, the rollers snag his glove. The machine's immense torque offers no escape, pulling him in with unstoppable force. Never place your hands in energized equipment. Lockout tagout is not a suggestion. It's a lifeline. At a demolition site, a worker crouches, completely focused on his task. He's oblivious to the immense danger looming just above him. Without warning, the entire brick wall buckles and collapses, burying him under tons of rubble in an instant. A terrifying reminder to always assess the structural integrity of your surroundings before you begin work. In a workshop, a team gathers around a heavy pipe bundle to unstrap the load. In their haste, they've all stepped into the crush zone. The moment that tension is gone, the entire bundle could shift and roll with unstoppable force. Always secure a load against movement before releasing restraints. Stay out of the line of fire. In this workshop, a man guides a sheet into a powerful roller. He leans in, following the material, when the machine's grip suddenly tightens on him. In a flash, he's pulled off his feet and into the mechanism. A terrifying lesson. Powerful machinery is unforgiving. Always respect the danger zone and keep a safe distance from all moving parts. In the jaws of an industrial press, a worker is absorbed in his task, unaware his colleague has walked to the controls. Suddenly, the upper platen begins its relentless descent. There's no time to escape the immense force. This is a horrific reminder of why lockout-tagout protocols are absolutely vital. Never enter an energized machine's danger zone. In a warehouse aisle, workers are completely unaware of the danger looming over them. Suddenly, the towering stack collapses. A crushing avalanche of sacks cascades down, burying them in an instant with no chance to react. This is why you must always maintain a safe distance from stacked materials and ensure load stability. The collapse zone is not a workspace. On a sheer cliffside, the operator pushes against the very ground supporting his machine. The earth fractures. In a catastrophic instant, the entire ledge gives way, plunging tons of steel into the abyss below. A harrowing reminder to always respect your safety margin. One wrong move on unstable ground is all it takes for disaster to strike.